Nice jugs.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
Careful, or I'm going to give you a slice of throat.
Oh, no,
Look.
no.
The Eagles won, and here is the winnings. Kelly lost again.
Give me a hell yeah. Hell yeah.
This was sent from, I guess, Amazon. Yeah. Fine.
Is this the big one?
Yes.
It's the big one.
$1 million.
We're rich.
$1 million.
Here's the first down payment of the $1 million bet on your Eagles.
They're in small unmarked bills.
Don't spend it all in one place.
We're going to the casino right now.
Look, Robbie, money.
Number 7. Oh,
Down payment, Kelly.
it's it. This is only the partial. Wait till the rest of the $1 million gets here.
Rob, we can go to the casino tonight.
I'm ready.
You know what the problem is?
What?
You just made $1 million, but he's $8 million in debt already.
No!
Wait.
I know.
Short.
Rob, they want to see the games we're sending to Costa Rica.
This is awesome. Oh my God. Cash.
Cool hard cat. What's on this one? It says play money.
Oh,
Kelly.
I don't see Donald Trump's face on it. Hey.
Thanks, Kelly. Oh my gosh.
Cal, this is
just
great.
goes back and forth.
We love this.
We're
Keep it coming,
good,
Cal.
We're good
Keep
with
it
him.
coming.
Oh, he's gonna spend too much money. Now I have to take him out to breakfast another
Cal,
time.
come on down. We're going to Daddy Pops.
Anyway, let's go in the back and show you those 4 games. Gene Paul has been waiting a long time for his 4 games. But they are ready, aren't they, Jonathan?
Yep. Still waiting on side art.
Well, no, just this.
As is shop, thank you.
We'll get this out if we have to. The side art's supposed to be on Monday, and that's the day they're picking them up. So worst comes to worst, we'll just stuff the tube in there, and they can stick it on. It'll go right on instantly. But these are near perfect. We have gone all out on these for Eugene, and they're on 25-cent play. And while I fish for my quarters, I have to make a shameless plug for my daughter. YouTube has to have, you have to have 1,000 subscribers, or you lose your ability to charge or to get paid by YouTube. They pay a little bit for those little creepy ads at the bottom that we all hate. Well, if you don't have 1,000 subscribers, the creepy ads stay there, but YouTube gets the money. The person who put the video up doesn't. And it's just pennies, folks. It's not like a lot of money. I think the TNT videos generate, we're up to like 300 a month. That's what the videos generate. Because none of our videos are viral, Jonathan.
You just lost another 5 more people. And another thumbs down.
People just hate us.
It's just you.
I think they hate you, Stephen, more than me. Anyway, here's the shameless plug. Go up here and click on my daughter's channel. As soon as it comes up on the screen on the top right, a little bit below the top, there's a button that says subscribe. It'll take you 10 seconds. She's 100 viewers short. Now, since I pledged to ask you guys, she was at 601. Now she's over 900 subscribers. She has to hit 1,000 in a week. I'm going to put a link at the end, too. All right, let's get back. Wrestlefest. We got this traded in. It had a 19-inch television on it. I guess it was so we restored it to the 25-inch tube. Okay, we have a new control panel overlay. That looks really nice. We have all the color coordinated joysticks and the buttons. That looks good. It looks beautiful, doesn't it? New blue T molding. And the side art will go right on it, boys. Right on when it comes. So worst case scenario, we'll have it rolled up for you.
Look, there's even a spot for it.
Yes,
It's outlined.
Let's see if I'm a spot. Let me put this down. You creep. Now, in Costa Rica, the machines, all gameplay. By the way, it doesn't matter which slot you can select from any player. Remember in the Turtles, Konami Turtles, you had to put it on the right slot you wanted to play. Same is true with the Simpsons. So you put your quarter in the wrong slot, you didn't play that character. But in this case, whoever you pick out will play. Okay? So anyway, this game got tremendously popular again. So a lot of the barcades and stuff are asking for Wrestlefest. And also the two-player Superstars. People like that game too. So both have gotten a new popularity again, haven't they, Jonathan? Everything's nice and neat in here, you can see. Okay, and our monitor controls are here. New power supply too. And there's also a manual on the bottom. This game came out very nice. Very pleased with how it turned out. I hope he's getting the phone. It's Saturday.
Secretary?
Cruising the World. A tremendously classic game. Beautiful side art was touched up by my Steven. He was able to restore the art. There were always issues with this because of course you can't get it anymore. But now it looks really nice. Terrific stand-up driver. Yeah, is it? It's 3 coins. 3 coins for 1 credit. Now that's adjustable too, so he can adjust that. Okay? Look at this Gravitar. Our last color vector that we sell with a warranty. We have a Star Trek you'll see next week that's going out, but Atari vector game with gorgeous side art. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go into more detail on this game. Actually, I'll play it, but let's look. Control panel. This is the original overlay. It's near perfect. Look at this. Gorgeous. Beautiful picture. Monitor's been rebuilt, but you know what? Let's go into detail with Frank, and Frank and I'll show you more on this. Ah, the beauty of editing. The other games are already gone, okay? They're creating them. But this gives me an opportunity so Jake can walk around this magnificent machine. Gravitar. By the way, some people say the tape here, that's the key. We have a master key on all the machines for a customer. This is orange T-molding. Originally it was black. Doesn't that look great? The original side art was in great shape. It just needed minimal touch-up, and we repainted the white. The bottom has new leg levelers on it, of course. The game is just extraordinarily beautiful. Now, here's something interesting about Gravitar. Obviously, it's one of the last vector games to be made in '82. '83 was Star Wars, the final machine. There may have been a couple of small releases after that of games they never put into general use, but Gravitar was only made in this upright. Now there's a flyer that shows a cabaret, but in all the years I collected cabarets, it was the Ireland cabaret. I never found one. The Ireland machines are a little shorter. Ah, you know what? This is an Ireland. This is one version of Fast Freddy. That's an Ireland cabaret, but one style cabaret. And there was a second style with the food fights in. Cabaret. Well, no cocktails, no cabarets, but 5,400 of these were made and changed. What is it, 5,427 to be exact. On the contrary, Tempest, they made 30,000 uprights, cabarets, and cocktails. 30,000. 5,400 of this. It was pretty much the end of the line for these. And here's the really bad thing. These did not sell well. It was too hard. It was the first game to be designed by Mike Haley. Or Halley, it might be Halley. He's going to hate me if he hears this. But his first game, I think he did 20 different games he designed. It was hard, but people loved it. This got a player that was really into it because of all the different solar systems you could visit. And it was a lot like Lunar Lander. Remember that one? People want it. But you know, just like Gravitar, Lunar Lander wasn't a big hit. Had a lot of faithful people, but Atari sold a kit to convert your poor Lunar Lander to an Asteroids. You kept the original side art. They gave you a new control panel, a new board, a new top glass. Boom, you had an asteroids in your lunar lander that stopped making money. They did this. Same thing here. It was a great game too, a wonderful kit. They sold for this a Black Widow, popped a brand new control panel because it had two joysticks, two leaf switch joysticks, new header glass, also came with new art you could put on over your original art, and then a whole slew of EEPROMs, I think maybe 15 EEPROMs, or maybe it wasn't even that many. And you used your Gravitar logic board and switched it over. Black Widow was a minor hit because they actually made, I think, 1,500, I wrote down the number, I should have, 1,750 dedicated Black Widows were made with the artwork, in fact, installed over the Gravitar cabinets that remained unsold at Atari. Gravitar was closed out too. $12.95 to buy a Gravitar, brand new in the box. And as a matter of fact, I heard other stories where they went even lower from people who didn't want to buy the kit, the Black Widow kit. Sad, isn't it, Jake?
Yep.
But the customer getting this is going to go in an arcade, coin op, as you heard earlier, and I'm going to show you the back of this one, just to show you. Okay. The standard layout in the cabinet, Atari always had a nice, neat layout. The harnesses all screwed firmly to the wall. Logic board there, and your power supply has all new parts. That's the AR2 power supply. That's their more popular one. And the transformer on the bottom has a new cap too, capacitor. And it's been cleaned, obviously. We've taken the board out, serviced the board. We usually take the chips out, clean the chips, make sure the edge connector is nicely polished. Clean that edge connector with a fiberglass eraser. Almost all your troubles go away. The Wells Gardner 6100. It changed all the capacitors in both the high voltage. We also do Zener diodes. There's a bunch of things which you can buy a wonderful complete kit from Zenon Electronics right here. I don't think he has a website. You have to call in an order. He takes a credit card. Whole complete kit includes parts that go in this corner of the board, but we buy the LV1000 kit from Mr. Hendricks. He makes this kit, this wonderful little kit. It's $30. You put that on the corner, and honest to goodness, your failure rate on a 6100, once you rebuild it, is maybe 1 in 30 after it's done. Rarely goes bad again, because that corner of the board was the big trouble spot. Also, the transistors are failing. Let's face it, these transistors are 40 years old on the housing of it. Your output transistors, it's time to put new ones in. Isn't it? I mean, you do change your tires on your classic car. After 30 or 40 years, the rubber would be worn out, wouldn't it? Oh. What do you think of this, Jake?
It's beautiful.
I think it is. Here, come up here. It is set on coin. Are we ready? We're ready to try. Look, the flunky list. I don't even think I'll make the flunky list, Jake. Well, nice little advertising. Let's get it started now. I'm not very good at this, Jake, but you aren't either.
Nope.
Right? Okay.
But I'm better than
Now
you.
look, you have so much fuel. That's your fuel gauge up there. See the 9200? So every time you press the thrust, you suck away that. But you have to shoot the red bunkers, then you have to land, or pick up. You don't have to land on them. You just have to pick up those blue boxes. I can barely do either. Barely do either, Jake. Okay. Now, these creeps, they just float around trying to aggravate you. Okay, now I'm going to go to the easy one, Jake, because the easy one is the one that says 2,000 points. Okay. Now, there's only 2 fuel bunkers to get. Now, you see that other creep. Oh,
Kamikaze.
I blooped that out, didn't I? So, listen, I gotta get my bearings here. See, so you don't want to overuse your stuff. Oh gosh, I almost got blown up, Jake. Another guy. got it. Ow! At least I only have one left to get. Oh, I almost blew up. Good. Let's get out of here. See, those little creeps, they follow you everywhere. Now they're pissed. There is a one-on-one where you can actually just fight them. But I need to get down into this one. Good. No! Well, at least I got one planet, Jake. These casters, I just have to. Oh, did you see that? I had to keep my eye out. That square, that little cretin fired at me. Oh gosh, that was pure luck, Jacob. That wasn't pure luck. That was a hit. Oh, you know what? Something I should point out. If your colors when your games are ever off, with the game on, just move the game around until the colors purify themselves. Okay? And then turn the game off, leave it off for a while, and then your color comes in pure. Now there is something called a degaussing ring. Let me get that and I'll show you something. This is the degaussing ring. Actually, there's the model number right there. You can have it on 1 minute on, 30 minutes off, because it gets cold, it gets very hot. But it's also, oh Jake! Anyway, all monitors have a built-in degausser, but sometimes you have to supplement it with this gadget. Now what this does is you're going to see the same thing. You can use a soldering gun too. Turn it on. You leave it on, you pull it away from the machine and turn it off. And your colors are crystal clear again. Isn't that nice? Degaussing ring. Everybody should own one. That would make a great Christmas present. No, it wouldn't. Jake, I completely forgot. Another shameless plug for Jeff at Arcade Hollywood. He's the exact same number of subscribers as Tammy, 900, and he needs another 1,000. Oh. Yes, you gotta help the boy out. I'll have a link to his channel at the end. So now you got your work cut out for you. When the video's over, you gotta subscribe to my daughter first, and then to Jeff at Arcade Hollywood. He makes great videos, and he's the one that got me to fly, because he brought his drone in and we went up top, went all over the place. Wasn't that? Jake, did you see that? No, you don't watch my videos. Yeah, you don't. Nope. Creep. I hope that's probably the one thing I'm going to be remembered for, Jake, is saying the word creep, which I am. Anyway, shall we get back to where we left off when I had all 4 games in a row? Now, wasn't that nice? Isn't it great when you can edit and do stuff later? And the last one on our classics lineup is ASTEROIDS. New high gloss black side, new artwork, blue T-molding, and of course it's set up for quarters. Now we're also putting in all the machines, the coin slots, all have LEDs now. We're done with light bulbs. That'll help the customer down the road. The bulb won't burn out or whatever. He's vending these machines, but I think these will do very well. Well, it's quite a load. Jonathan, are you going to be able to get these crated?
Nope.
Then look, a missile command. New art on the sides. It's ugly right now on the inside, but the outside is beautiful. So the coin door is getting serviced. We'll come back to this later, won't we, Jonathan? Look, we have a Bionic Commando. Look, another kiss, getting the royal treatment. New stencil. So you have to take everything out to a point. See, this needs a lot of work, doesn't it, Johnny? But soon it's going to be a beautiful thing. See, the head's been painted the correct cream color, slightly cream. We still have to wash this board here. That'll come out nice. And look right over here, the Twilight Zone. Just started this little project. Man sent this for an overhaul. When we're done, he's not going to recognize it. This will be nice. And this roller games, it's become a table. Actually, yesterday, we did use this as a table to celebrate when this donut box was full. Why don't we cut to that now? Well, we had a surprise this morning, didn't we? One of our viewers, one of our fans in Chicago, Daniel, graciously spent $41 sending us low shell donuts. I went over and picked them up on the way in before I went to Daddy Pop's. Plus, another surprise, we are here to pick up their game that you saw in yesterday's video, and they're going to partake in these delicious donuts. Rob, look at these. I told him, he asked me, what do the boys not like? I said, they don't like sprinkles or cream. So we got a nice, there's donuts missing already.
What?
Who? Uh-oh.
Not me. We were on the road.
I don't eat
There's
donuts.
One missing.
Probably Todd.
It's probably Todd.
It was you, wasn't it?
I ate it as soon as you got in the car.
It wasn't Chris.
It was Jake, wasn't it?
Yeah, I did.
Now, Rob, there's a surprise, though. Daniel said
He admits it.
that what's in this bag is just for you.
Ho ho, Eagles. We got an Eagles ring. We got the dog bone. We got a Dallas Star. We'll have to throw that out and stomp on it.
Oh,
We got the green. It's got an Eagles football helmet on it. And we got a Birds football helmet on this one. And another, let's see, what is that? I don't know, but it looks good.
it looks good, huh?
It looks good. Thank you.
It was
you very
very
much.
kind of him, yes. And wait a minute, I think we can all do that song together, can't we? Do you know the words? Come over here. Here.
Ready?
You ready? Wait a minute.
Eagles fly, road to victory. Fly, Eagles fly, score a touchdown, 1, 2, 3.
Hit 'em high. Hit 'em high. Watch the Eagles fly.
They did it. And in time with the Philadelphia Orchestra. How did you boys orchestrate that?
I don't know. I don't know. How about our other fight song?
We'll do that later. But now it's time to get back to work. The fun is over. Look, Jake, we've been junking a whole bunch of mega touches. Coin doors, I put them up on Craigslist for free. Some are complete. There's a couple coin mech or bill validators, a couple of TVs, and look, the complete mega touch cabinets. We had these saved because we thought one day we may need them. Look, I want to show you something. Look how much we used to sell the Mega Touch Gold picture tube one for. God, that goes back like 10 years, 12 years. But the most important thing I wanted to show you, gosh, I almost forgot, the Gravitar. You saw how beautiful that picture was. When the game came in, this is what it looked like. Still had beautiful color, Look at the burn-in.
Wow.
Jake.
You can play it when it's off.
Isn't that amazing? We keep hoping somebody will take the tube and recycle it. We already took the yoke off, so we needed the yoke. You can't get the yoke. And look, right in here, Jake, they're going to get crated. There are the 4 games going to Costa Rica. So they're all packed up. Baby, they're ready to go. And oh, and I have one more bargain. If any of you want it. Jake, step up. This is a beautiful condition cabinet. It's a Target Force. Speakers still in it. Perfect main cabinet. And the TV set still works. It's a 35-inch tube. The computer is out of it. Perfectly good coin door though. Perfect main. Just look at the size of this control panel. So you could either keep the tube in there and put it like one of those giant fighting games. I think it'd be a perfect choice for your family home. Anyways, $300. If any of you want that. And now, Jake, it's time to return for one final Eagles song. It's a little bit different than what you heard before. Well, here's the new song. Ready? No one likes us. No one likes us. No one likes us. We don't care. We're from Philly, friggin' Philly. No one likes us.
We don't care.
We don't, do we? We just care about winning.
I like that song.
Good night.